Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our first official Help Awaken Opening the Door Experiential Meditative Experience. Experiential Meditative Experience. There's a lot of X's in there. Good morning, Jennifer, and good morning, Cindy. That's right, the early bird gets the worm. Too bad for the worm. So, we're going to only talk briefly, and then we're going to get right into the meditation, and this is going to evolve to the point where, we'll basically spend a minute or two saying good morning and then get right to it. And these meditations will vary. I'm going to pick a different focus and a different sort of induction every time. And we'll play it by ear, and we'll see how people are enjoying it, and of course take comments and feedback on it as well, and help it metamorphose into what it is we truly want to see. So, as I've said previously and many times in the past, whenever two or more of us are gathered in anything, it doesn't really matter. It's all about consciousness. Wherever two or more of us are putting our intentions in the same direction, we literally have the power to begin to alter what we would consider reality, physical reality. And we do so by beginning at that higher place, beginning at the place that all physical manifestation and all physical result ends up, and that is with mind, with our intention. And this is what we're going to do this morning. So, over the next week or so, as the yard and our maintenance outside starts to reduce again, I am going to put together some pre-meditation sort of intentions that people can set. And I encourage you also to write your own. And I want to talk just briefly this morning about creating the space for meditation. And not all of us have the gift of having a really private space to meditate in, and that's okay. In the past, I have used a clothing closet, in example. Wherever you feel most comfortable. One of the advantages of picking the same space all the time is eventually that space begins to build its own resonance. Your intent and your state of being in that space will bring it to a higher place, and over time that space will begin to actually assist you in becoming centered. As you approach that space, you will naturally find yourself calming, and your body will naturally begin to prepare for that meditation. A note about clothing, I'm not fussed about what clothing people wear, although I do suggest you wear loose, comfortable clothing that's going to keep you warm if you're going to be sitting for a while. We're going to start at around the 20-minute level, and we'll let things evolve over time and see how that works out. Of course, our infinite love and gratitude to each of you and for each of you. We are all equal. We are all sitting at that same table. And this meditative opportunity is an opportunity to truly come closer together at that table, to begin to see more deeply into each other's eyes. Yes, you too. My little cat Karma is sitting down here giving me the what for from my feet. So when it comes to clothing, oftentimes you'll see me in one of my traditional pieces of Eastern garb. And when I wear those pieces I only wear in certain circumstances. And I do so because I'm very mindful of the energy I'm imparting into that clothing. And that clothing, when I put that clothing on even, there is a different feeling that comes with it. So you can get a lot of fun with this. You can choose your own robe, you can choose your own ritual, and make this as meaningful to you as you wish it to be. Eventually we will start incorporating some of Kelly's piano music. We have a bunch of it that I have yet to process, and we're going to work towards that. So that is it, and let us get ourselves focused and we will begin this morning practice together. So wherever you are, wherever you're sitting, wherever you're kneeling, wherever you're standing, I would just like to remind you that together we approach that gateless gate. The place where every master, every teacher, every enlightened being has come to. And for today, I want you to start by taking a deep inhale and then let the breath relax. There are two ways to breathe, and the first is to become aware of the breathing, and of course the second is to remain unconscious. And I want you to take a minute and allow the breathing to become effortless. Allow your lungs to fill naturally from the decreased pressure of your out-breath. And allow the air to escape as if a balloon is softly deflating. In this moment, everything that you are, everything that you can be, is present. Past, future, all combine to this one moment. As you listen to the sound of my voice, I want you to allow your gaze to fall naturally upon a space where your eyes can look without effort. Or you may simply close your eyes. And today, in our mind's eye, we are going to take a journey. And I'll invite you all to meet me in the meadow. This meadow lies at the foot of a great and beautiful mountain path. We are surrounded by trees. The grasses dance and undulate in the wind. Wildflowers add splashes of color. The wind is cool and refreshing in this alpine meadow. The sun warm, the sky a magnificent azure blue. Cloudless, thoughtless. Following the breath deeper and deeper, we come together and join our hands and take a moment. We gaze lovingly into each other's eyes. The divinity within each of us shining through. The sun shines upon a path that seems to appear at the edge of the meadow. Instinctively, we understand this path leads upward. Not physically upward, but upward within our being. It is a pathway to a higher dimensional state. A pathway that every step will find our vibration increasing, our sense of interconnectedness growing. Gazing at the path, we find that as many as we place hand in hand, we all walk this path together. We start out mindfully stepping forward, stepping slowly, our eyes take in the rich, lush greenery. We can smell the scent of the forest. We can feel life in the air. Oh. path opens in front of us, and we come to an open, flat area of rock. And in the center of this rocky plateau, there is a table made of stone. This stone table was fashioned 10,000 years before we arrived. The stone table served as sacrifice, a sacrificial altar. We understand we are here not to sacrifice our physical being, but to sacrifice all we think we are. One by one, we circle the sacrificial table. In your mind's eye, take all your problems, all your worries, all your little thoughts, all your small sense of being, all the false concepts, all the pain, and lay it on that table. We spy under the edge of the table a number of grass mats. And smiling, we each in turn find a place around that sacrificial table. We sit facing each other eye to eye. In this space, we are free. The view from the mountain plateau allows us to see with a 360-degree picture the beauty of this playground. I would ask now that we all focus our eyes upon the sacrificial table. See every negative thought, everything that you have ever judged, every one that you have ever judged. Pile your troubles, pile your concerns. Fill that table with the sacrifice. As we direct our attention inward, deeper, deeper. All that the table holds, that magnificent stone table, catches the light on that plateau under the setting sun. As that which we have laid upon the table burns away to ashes, the cooler evening wind driven by the setting sun blows the table clean. We can feel the lightness of our being. No longer burdened by false concepts, standing in the awareness that you are that sea of consciousness. Solemnly and with gratitude, we walk hand in hand down that mountain path. Every step becoming lighter, softer, more connected. Emerging now back into the meadow from where we started. We find the color of the flowers has intensified. The radiant shades of green in the forest and trees surrounding the meadow have never appeared brighter. We are surrounded in the soft glow of consciousness. Standing there in that meadow together, we feel a wave of love and gratitude. This place will always be available to us. A place ready to receive all of your concerns. A place where you may come to let go of that which you need to free yourself. That sea of consciousness accepts all sacrifice. Wants you to be willing to surrender. And in that, we ourselves are fulfilled totally, completely, lovingly. Resting now, gathered together in the darkness in the meadow, we look upon each other with new open eyes. How much easier it is now to see the divine within. each and every one of that sea of consciousness creations. How free we feel, unbound, unfettered, powerful again. Gazing deeply within each other's eyes, seeing that spark of the divine reflected between all of us. We return to our breathing. In gratitude and peace and total surrender, we allow that original reverberation that still rings throughout the cosmos today to vibrate every aspect of our being. With every Om, we feel the boundaries of our being dissolving. Our false concepts of the breadth and width and power of our existence disappear as every vibration fades away. Seated here in the presence of our Creator, surrounded by our ancestors, energized and uplifted by every spiritual master that ever came to this gate. Shri Mani Padme Hum. Om Shri Mani Padme Hum. From today forward, anytime we feel a burden, anytime we feel the weight of our misunderstanding of our existence, we may close our eyes and find ourselves in this meadow, walk the path to that sacrificial stone table, and know that sea of consciousness lovingly takes what we surrender there and transmutes that into the light of our own awareness. Lighter, more joyful, more present. We allow our eyes to slowly open. We feel our consciousness return fully within this body, knowing it is only the temporary housing for that eternal being that we truly, truly are. I would invite you to take a few more relaxing breaths. I apologize, that ran 40 minutes instead of 20 the first time. It's very easy to get lost in meditation, for myself especially. Please feel free to comment. We will talk more about this during the Sunday Awaken Q&A. I wish you all to continue to contemplate and enjoy that profound feeling of wholeness and serenity that meditation brings to you. Much love and namaste.